During this time, the female is still capable of performing her normal activities with caution. The exercising female needs to avoid performing exercises in which put her in the supine position. When the female is in the supine position, she causes obstruction of venous return, decreasing cardiac output, and orthostatic hypotension. Orthostatic hypotension is when systolic blood pressure decreases rapidly by 20 millimeters of mercury, and diastolic pressure decreases 10 millimeters of mercury, causing a dizzy or fainting sensation. If the female is in the supine position, she may restrict her blood pressure, causing this to happen, or causing restrictive blood flow to the baby, in turn not allowing the fetus adequate oxygen.
LaQuisha, what are you doing? Do you realize that you're pregnant? That's not good for your fetus. Look, stand up, stand up. All right. Whoa. You feeling dizzy? You feeling dizzy? That's a common side effect during your second trimester. Look, instead of doing that to work on your core, why don't we try something different? It's going to be a side oblique crunch. Here, try it. Good. You really need to be careful, LaQuisha.
Okay, I promise.
LaQuisha, what are you doing? What did I tell you? You're not allowed to exercise in the supine position. It hurts your fetus. Look, get up, get up. Not only are you breaking that rule, you're doing heavy weight. That's high intensity. Whenever you're exercising, you need to be doing about 12 to 14 RPE, rate of perceived exertion.
Why?
It's a good question. The reason you do that is because the ACSM recommends using RPE scale over heart rate max.
Oh, I'm so tired. I can't hardly breathe. And my back hurts. Oh, it just hurts. My back. And I can't breathe. Oh.
Also, during this stage, the female may experience fatigue, shortness of breath, or backaches. The shortness of breath arises from a greater pressure being applied to the diaphragm from the growth of the placenta. Also, the backache occurs from the extra weight of the placenta being in the front of the female, causing strain on the back.
LaQuisha, I'm glad that your lover actually showed some support today by showing up to the class on pregnancy. Today we're going to be talking about medications, and I know you've been studying, so my question to you is, what are the 3 most popular medications used for pregnancy?
Dilatin, folic acid, and atenolol.
What was that first one, LaQuisha?
Dilatin.
Okay, Dilan. Okay, and what do these do for the pregnant woman?
Well, dilatin is for seizures, and folic acid is for B9 vitamin supplements, and atenolol lowers blood pressure by vasodilation.
Very good. Can you please come up and draw on the board the 4 categories for pregnancy?
Yeah, okay.
There should be 5 actually for pregnancy, and I want you to list off the difference between a medicine that has a pregnancy category of A and X. What are the main differences between those two?
And how'd she know all this?
Sir, she has been studying from the baby that you delivered to her. All right, LaQuisha, what does that say?
Category X is all risk and no benefit.
Correct. What about category A?
Good
Just good?
studies.
Okay. Yes, category A, you can sit back down. Category A has good studies on human testing. All right, the next part of class we will talk about different changes in the pregnant woman as she becomes pregnant. There are several major changes that take place in the cardiovascular system with pregnancy. The first major change is within the heart. It becomes thicker and denser. It hypertrophies in response to mechanical stress and increased cardiac output. However, underlying molecular mechanisms remain unknown. Along with myocardial hypertrophy, the areas around the heart are influenced by pregnancy as well. The elevated blood pressure during pregnancy can also lead to a number of problems to the mother and the baby. Effects on the mother may include brain damage, blindness, kidney failure, liver rupture, and placenta abruption. Many babies that are born to preeclamptic mothers are born premature. Also, decompensation is a functional deterioration of a previously working structure due to fatigue, stress, or illness. You guys paying attention?
Yeah.
All right now. If decompensation does take place, a risk for a heart attack may increase. In a later gestation during pregnancy, stroke volume and cardiac output is lower while exercising than standard. There's still a ton of grayness about this area because exercising and testing on the young pregnant woman is not very ethical to test on them. So there's a lot of grayness on what exactly exercise, the effects it has. Just like with medicines, you can't really test the effects of medicine on the pregnant woman because
You don't want to kill it, right?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. Along with estrogen increase, higher levels of proestrogen relaxes the muscles in the uterus, which prevents early childbirth, but it also relaxes the stomach and the intestines. Progesterone is also thought to be responsible for many of the physical side effects during the first trimesters of pregnancy. Finally, as women typically develop a lower lumbar lordosis, which is basically lower back pain. They need to be careful with exercise. Yes? Is there a question?
No. She's got that. I just tell her. She didn't pay attention.
I don't.
All right. Also, more concern. So when you're exercising, LaQuisha, which I've been trying to teach you this whole time, you need to be careful of. You need to avoid if you're feeling really dizzy, if you're feeling extreme very tired, your chest pain, muscle weakness, if there's calf pain, if there's swelling, or if you have a headache, then you need to stop exercising and consult your physician.
Okay.
All right, that's all for class today. I will see you guys next time.
Hey, what's that aerobic? The FITT stuff.
Oh, the FITT? Okay, well, this is a aerobic prescription for the pregnant woman. Basically, the F stands for frequency. So, LaQuisha, I've already been talking to you. You should be doing this about 4 or 5 times a week. The I stands for intensity. We've already mentioned 12 to 14 RPE. That's what the ACSM recommends. And also the 2 T's, this one represents time, and this is type. So 20 to 60 minutes, and your type is going to be walking or cycling or swimming, preferably. And then you have your strength. The reason the strength is pretty much the same as for a normal person because the only difference is really in the intensity. You're going to want to do 12 to 14 RPE, and also if you cannot do proper form without fatigue, then you need to go down in weight and intensity. But yeah, that was a good question. Recommended is using free weights or stability ball, things that you're out of the supine position, anything like that. We've already talked about it, but again, you're not allowed to do high intensity, so like a high bench press or high heavy squatting, things like that. All right, you guys are dismissed.
Thank you.